Hey everybody, it's me, Jen, and I recently was requested by this person to do a rustic home. So there was not a lot of direction given, just a rustic home, and they did specifically say they wanted some beams on the ceiling. So that was kind of what I was going for. I opted to kind of make a kind of lodge type home. I really, as I was designing this home, I was imagining it being used as a vacation rental, either in the vacation camping world. I put this in Copperdale because I thought that the scenery in Copperdale would be perfect. So this is a log cabin style home, but it's a little bit modern, it's a little bit elevated, it's a little bit more fancy, and again designed for a family who is going on vacation. It does sleep about 4 Sims, but if you wanted to, you could easily manipulate one of the guest rooms to add 2 more beds to it to make it sleep 6 Sims. I feel like I have done a good amount of rustic homes. I have about 2 other ones. I guess it's not a good amount. A couple. I've done a couple, 2 or 3 different rustic homes. And I think it's fun sometimes to build a log cabin. I've done a couple of different kinds. So if you go on my gallery, you will absolutely find this build, but you will also find a couple of other rustic-y themed homes on my gallery. I used a couple of different packs throughout this. I really didn't limit myself, but I tried to use base game where I could, or stick to specific packs where I could. I did end up using a couple of extra little things here and there, but nothing that I think is going to be detrimental if it's not there. I always try to be mindful when I build, especially building for somebody else, to not use a ton of packs, because I don't really know what you have or what you don't have. And but sometimes, guys, it's just fun to use the packs you have and just go crazy. And so I wouldn't say that I went crazy here, but I did use different stuff. I love these windows from Growing Together. I think they are so beautiful, and they just are perfect for this kind of lodge. Think of it like a cabin, lodge, lake house kind of vibe. I am definitely 100% going to put this build in my games, and I'm going to use this as a vacation rental and bring families here for family vacations, family reunions. I'm going to probably see if I can maybe make a bigger version for bigger families. I was trying not to make this too big because, in all honesty, I didn't want to take forever to get it done. I know that this was a request, somebody requested, and I just didn't want to keep them waiting that long. So let me just say right now, if you have a build that you'd like to see me do, if there's a type of house that you want me to build, let me know. I'm very open to trying to make different things. I like the idea of having a theme. So if you guys are interested in that, and anybody has requests that they're interested in LMK, I'm here to try to fulfill that for you. But this is my little layout. So it's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom upstairs, and an open concept living room, dining room, kitchen, and 1 bathroom downstairs. I had a lot of stress with windows. I was trying really hard to find windows that looked rustic. Also, I had a lot of hard time finding doors as well. We don't have a lot of rustic looking doors, and I was trying not to lean too heavily on the horse ranch pack. There's a lot of kind of rustic stuff that comes with that, but it wasn't really the right theme for this cabin. I wanted this cabin to be a little bit more elevated, a little bit more kind of modern rustic, and the stuff in that pack was more rustic. So we'll see what happens. But I did fiddle around a lot with the different windows and stuff to try to make it look nice. I have to say, this was put in Copperdale. There's an empty lot that's near where the amusement park is. It's a small lot. This lot was perfect for this cabin, and when I place it in my game, I'm going to place it. The only thing I don't love about the lot is the lighting. The lighting is not great. So as I was building, sometimes the lighting was not as nice as I wanted it to be. I felt like you couldn't see as well because of that. But, you know, it is what it is. But I'm going to definitely put it in that same lot because I'm telling you, as I was doing walkthroughs, every time you looked out a window, it was just stunning. Also, there's like a lake, or I guess it's a lake, right outside the back door. So like you can literally go right from the back door to the lake and like go swimming or fishing or whatever. Like this is just the perfect spot for a lake house. And I wanted to do kind of a two-tone, like there's wood on one section and stone on another section. I was going to make a platform, but I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I just decided against it because I didn't want to overcomplicate my life. Again, I was trying to make this build really nice, but I didn't want to do things that I knew were going to be a little more challenging because I didn't want to take forever to get this up. I wanted there to be a sense of like not a faster turnaround, I guess is what I'm going to say. So I wanted there to be a bit of a faster turnaround. I did have a little platform here for the fireplace, and I'm really proud of this area. There's going to be a lot of different changes, so a lot of the walling and flooring that you see will kind of turn around and make some changes. I like the idea of the platform, of the fireplace being on a platform. When I was living in a house I lived in before the house I live in now, the fireplace was like up on a platform, and I just really liked the way it looked. It was a stone fireplace similar to this one, and I just really liked the way that it looked being up high. So I wanted to kind of replicate that look. It felt a little more, I don't know, interesting to look at. I'm using different stone and paneling and trying to pull it together. Also, I have to tell you guys that I have the footage of me building the house and decorating the lower floors, but I lost the footage of me decorating the top. You will get to see what it looks like because I do a full walkthrough, but I did lose the footage of decorating the top of the house. I'm sad to say when I went to go edit this video, it was not there, so yikes. I really couldn't decide what kitchen counters I wanted to use. I love the horse ranch ones, but I used them in the 70s build recently, and I just didn't want to use them again so quickly. And I was going to do the ones from Cottage Living, but they just didn't feel like they were fitting that modern vibe. So these are the ones from, oh God, what is that pack? No, not Outdoor Living. What the hell's that pack? The Jungle Adventure. They're from Jungle Adventure. I think that the Jungle Adventure pack is worth buying for the cast, not the cast, for the build buy. I feel like the world, I never really go there. Salvadorado, I think I went like a couple of times, but the build buy is really nice. Like the floors, the walls, the build buy is really, really pretty. A lot of the stuff that this pack comes with, I use all the time in my gameplay. Like it's just so nice. I fiddle around with the windows more. You'll see there's going to be a lot more fiddling. I used I like the idea of having a little bit of gold in this kitchen. I don't usually use gold appliances. It's not really a thing that I do, but I did decide to use that gold. Also, by the way, get a snack. This video is about 20 minutes long, so get a snack, get yourself a cup of tea, and just enjoy watching this house. I don't know why this is freezing on this frame for such a long time. I should have probably cut that out, but oh well, we're here now. So I was originally going to do a sectional, but I really didn't like the colors that came with the sectionals. It's not that I don't like them. I like them, but I didn't like them for this build. I wanted things to be a little more earthy, and I feel like the colors were not as like earthy as I wanted them to be, but I was going to use a sectional. I used this couch from Snowy Escape, and then I definitely did use some chairs from a kit called the something living room kit. I forget what it is, but it was a kit that we got fairly recently. So I did use a couple of different things from kits. I used those chairs from the living room kit, And I did use the newest sleek bathroom kit on the upstairs bathroom. So I do apologize for that if you don't own these kits. But I figured you could just put in whatever bathroom you wanted. And I figured these chairs, if you didn't own that kit, you can just throw in whatever chairs you wanted. This rug I use so much. This rug is so useful. I just find myself using this time and time again. It has fit into so many different homes, and all the different swatches are fairly good. And I feel like it really, more than any other base game rug, this rug really can tie a room together. Also, I just really like the, what do you call it? I really like the, sorry, my dog is walking around. I don't know if you can hear him. I like the detail of I can't think of the right word that I'm trying to use. I like the quality of the rug. Like, you can really see the detail, and it's really cool. I wanted to do a TV on this platform, and I was trying so hard to get this TV at an angle, and for whatever reason it was not doing it for me. So I just ended up not putting it on an angle. So it didn't work out the best that I wanted it to. I was trying to do so many different things to make this look a little bit more finished off, because I wanted the stone on the lower level, but I wanted something that was a little more finished on the upper level. I ended up using, I think, I don't remember, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking of it, I don't remember what TV I used, but I know that it was like a real pain in the neck. It was a pain in the neck. I thought these tables were really pretty. I don't know what pack they came from, but I thought they were so rustic and modern looking. I loved it. I really, literally cannot wait to take my family on a vacation here. Yeah, like the TV was like doing that thing where it floats, and I just was getting frustrated with it. I think eventually I do fix it, but I think this living room is really pretty, really cozy. I like it a lot. It's very inviting and entertaining. I forget what else I was trying to do. I was having a lot of issues with this part of the room. By the way, I'm going to say something right now. If you do decide to download this house, and it is available on my gallery as well as all my other rustic builds, please use bb.move objects on, because if you don't, the fireplace is going to delete itself. I mean, you could just put it back, but the fireplace will if you download this house and the fireplace is missing, that's because you didn't put bb.move objects. That needs to be there. That needs to be there. But I think this is a very cozy living room. Again, I was having so much trouble with this TV. It was just driving me nuts. I wanted it to be a better angle so that I felt like you would be able to view it from the couch. Though, I don't know. Tell me, I'm asking you guys a question. When my Sims watch TV, they often don't sit on the couch. They will just stand in front of the TV. I don't know why that is. They just like will not sit on the couch. I have to force them to sit on the couch. And I don't know what that's about, but I feel like that's a glitch that's been going around, because in the past, my Sims used to always sit on the couch. So it is what it is. I'm just bringing a couple of different things around. Obviously, I'm not going to keep it like this, but I just was trying to find some decor items that I wanted to use. I'm going to say something. It is very hard to find rustic stuff in The Sims. Like, there is rustic stuff, but a lot of stuff isn't necessarily rustic. It's more country. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, a country kitchen can be rustic, but it's not the same kind of rustic as like a log cabin. I don't know if that makes sense. So there was a lot of like country kitschy kind of things, but I did have a lot of fun making this. And again, if you guys want me to do a different type of house or a different type of build, let me know. There was a couple of things I used from a stuff pack. It was called like the fitness stuff pack. They had a really great photo that I really wanted to put on the wall. So I did use that photo because it really fit the like log cabin theme so perfectly. And I think the bathroom that I used downstairs was from the fitness pack. So like I said, I tried to not go too crazy, but I did use different things from different packs. I felt like this build was a little challenging. So I felt in order for me to make it look as well as I wanted it to look, I had to give it a little bit of a whirl. I am not like a camping girly. My family loves camping. I was trying to put a rug there, but it just did not want to go. I thought like it could look like a cool little mat or something. It did not come together. But yeah, when I was younger, this is the photo I was talking about. That just looks so like log cabiny. Looks so like rustic. I just love it. This is the dining room. Pretty basic. I just put a round table and some chairs in there. Sorry about that. I tried to edit all those bits and bops out, but they just didn't. But yeah, when I was younger, my family, they were like very outdoorsy. They loved camping and fishing and all that stuff. I hated it. Sometimes they used to drag me, and it was definitely not my thing. I never really liked going, but I do think that I would enjoy camping in a cabin like this. Like, this is luxury. Like, this is a beautiful cabin. It's luxurious. So the two other rustic builds I have on my gallery, one of them is like just a very kind of off the grid cabin. It's just a very basic kind of off the grid cabin. It's kind of kooky, a little quirky, but it's just a cute little cabin. The other one I have is like a honeymoon retreat. Again, good for a vacation rental. It has like one bedroom. There's like a bathtub in the bedroom. It's very like honeymoon-esque situation. But this is definitely great for like a family. I could see like a nice family, or maybe like two couples maybe coming. I mean, one bedroom has bunk beds, so that might not be ideal. I was going to put a bench in front of this thing, but nothing was looking right. Everything was like either too wide or not the right color, so I just had some issues pulling it together. I think, what did I put? I put a tea kettle, and I put, what was the other? Oh, I used this thing from the clutter kit. That just seemed very cabiny to me. I didn't try to make the kitchen too cluttery. Again, I was really aiming for like, this is a vacation rental. People don't live here all the time. They're just renting it. Obviously, you could totally live here. But like, I didn't put a computer. I didn't put any real skill building objects. I kept it very basic. I love that we can have different shaped stairs. When they included the modular stairs, that was such a day for me. I still really want spiral staircases. I know that you can kind of have spiral staircases with these, but it's not the same. It's just not the same. I want like a legit official spiral staircase. I really want that badly. I did decide to put a bookshelf in front of the stairs because I just felt like the stairs looked too plain, and I wanted something to kind of greet you as you come in. I know this area is kind of bare when you first walk in, but I didn't want it to be too cluttered. I wanted it to kind of have a little bit of openness to it. I wanted it to look a little bit more, I don't know, grand. I guess that's the right word, grand. I wanted it to look grand. I wanted a little table back here with some candles on it. I actually did use a lot of the I used the fitness stuff. I used the outdoor retreat stuff. I used a little bit of the new kit that we just got, the businesses and hobbies. But anything that you don't own, you just replace it with something else that you want to use with something that you do have. I'm sorry. I know that sucks. I apologize. I've been doing more restricted builds lately, so I kind of just wanted to go nuts. I really like this stone floor as well. I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun. It's something different. There's a lot of mixed patterns going on in this build, so I apologize for that. It does look a little overwhelming at times when you're looking at it from certain angles, but I did want to have different types of stone and different kinds of textures going on. So downstairs you have a shower, and upstairs you have a tub. So if you do decide to travel with toddlers or babies, you can. This is the outside of the house. This is the walkthrough. I really like the way that it turned out. I forgot to paint the ceiling. But this is it. You walk in, and please don't hesitate to comment and let me know if you have a request, if there's a type of house you'd like to see me build, or a business or something like that. Also, don't hesitate to subscribe. I do building videos, I do mod reviews. These are the beams. They requested beams on the ceiling, so I did do some beams on the ceiling. I didn't go too crazy, but I did do some beams on the ceiling. See, you just walk out of your house and there's like a lake right there. This is the perfect place. If you look out every single window, there's just beautiful views. This is so picturesque. I cannot wait to come and like have a vacation here. It's so beautiful. This is the little bathroom, very basic. I didn't go too ham in the bathrooms. I was trying to like cut corners in some ways because I was trying to get this done expeditiously. So here we are on the upstairs. This is the first bathroom. This is with the new sleek bathroom kit, which is a really nice kit. I highly recommend. The screenshots did not do it justice. It looks way nicer in person. And then we have, this is the like guest room. See, you can put some extra bunk beds in there. And, you know, it's kind of just a kid's room, whatever you want to call it. Very basic, but nice little room for the kiddos. Then over here we have a little reading area, a little place. You can look out the window or you can look down below. I think it looks nice. And then here is the bedroom. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Happy simming. I hope you have a wonderful day.